Today, we've got 3 big stories for you, and you're not going to want to miss these. Borderlands is growing up, or at least, it thinks it is by toning down the toilet humor. Warframe 1999 takes a hilarious bug and turns it into a feature, because why not? And in the console war twist no one saw coming, Xbox might be walking away from exclusives entirely. Let's break it all down. First up, Gearbox is reportedly dialing back the crude, over-the-top humor in Borderlands. For narrative director Sam Winkler says they're going for a more refined comedic tone and sophisticated storytelling. Now, while that sounds nice on paper, let's not forget what made Borderlands stand out: its absurdity. This is the series where Claptrap danced around, Tiny Tina blew things up for fun, and the words "but stallion" were totally acceptable. Look, I get it, times have changed, and Gearbox might be trying to appeal to a broader audience. But we've seen this story before. Do you remember Saints Row? That reboot tried to clean up its wacky identity, and the result was a game that felt sanitized and lifeless. Fans didn't want serious, they wanted chaos, and they didn't get it. So, is Borderlands risking the same fate? Humor can evolve, sure, but if Gearbox strays too far from what made the franchise iconic, they might alienate the die-hard fans who show up for the wild ride. What do you think? Are you ready for a classier Borderlands? Or is this change a little too skag-like for your taste? Let me know. Next, we've got Warframe 1999, where Digital Extremes just pulled off one of my favorite developer moves, turning a bug into a feature. In Warframe 1999, players recently discovered a bug allowing the new Omnicycle, a sleek, fast superbike, to be summoned in missions it wasn't originally designed for. While this rapid motorbike was meant for the 1999 era and the Holvania open-world experience, players found creative ways to bring it into older Warframe missions. Instead of patching the bug out, Warframe developer Digital Extremes has embraced it. The Omnicycle will now be usable in all missions across the Origin system, except for Archwing quests. Flying through space on a bike, not exactly practical, so they're patching that out. The community response has been clear: the bike is rad and cool, and Digital Extremes agrees. They'll also be squashing bugs like the odd spot load when summoning the Omnicycle, and keeping an eye out for other gameplay issues. So, gear up 10-0. Whether you're shredding through the Origin system or cruising through Holvania, the Omnicycle is here to stay, just maybe not in space. Now let's talk about Xbox and what could be one of the biggest shifts in gaming strategy. According to reports, Microsoft might be done with exclusives. Xbox's first-party games titles like Fable and Starfield are rumored to be heading to PlayStation in the future. Here's the deal: exclusives have always been a big part of the console wars. PlayStation has God of War, Spider-Man, and The Last of Us. Nintendo has Zelda and Mario. For Xbox, Halo and Gears of War have been their flagships. But AAA games are more expensive than ever to make. Skipping PlayStation, where millions of gamers are waiting, could mean missing out on a lot of money. It makes financial sense, but it raises a question: what happens to Xbox's identity? If everything is multi-platform, what's the point of picking Xbox over PlayStation? This could be Microsoft's big play to dominate as a service, pushing Game Pass subscriptions on every platform, but it's risky. Losing exclusivity could mean losing loyal fans who bought into the Xbox ecosystem for those unique titles. So, is this a smart move or the end of Xbox as we know it? Sound off below and let me know where you stand. So, there you have it. Borderlands is maturing, Warframe is embracing chaos, and Xbox might be making some huge changes. Which of these stories surprised you the most? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next Strix Byte. Until then, keep on gaming.